Shady, kick it off. You look fresh, my dog. You look fresh.
Yeah,
Nothing else can be said. You look good, my brother.
You switch the glasses up? It's just one.
Hey, I mean, it's just, like I told the makeup lady.
And the chain.
Don't be here.
Okay, enough about Shady.
You know what I mean?
Do you love or hate the Bengals' decision to go for the win?
I love the play call. But I hate who he threw the ball to. Yo, Jamar Chase is going up and down, around, scoring touchdowns every way possible. And we don't look at him as man to man. What are we doing? I had to ask Chase. I said, Chase, you're a quarterback, and I play with some great quarterbacks, like some of the best moving right now. And it's like, if I want this play call to be changed, I'm going to change. I'm not asking the coach. If I want their route to be changed, I'm not asking no coach. I'm changing it. So when I asked you, I said, why would he throw the ball to the tight end when you had Jamar Chase that was red hot all game? And another thing about I like why they went for two is because you couldn't stop Lamar Jackson, right? Sir. Right? The first half, I said, he's going to come out swinging because Lamar Jackson was playing phenomenal all year. Yeah. And he did that. So I guess instead of going to overtime and all that, let's just win this game right now. They did a good chance, but I don't like the play call as far as who they threw the ball to. I don't want to Jamar Chase. He was red hot all game.
James Jones, where you at, big dog?
I agree with Shady. We came in here to win this game.
Yes, sir.
That's right. Burn the ships. We ain't leaving without a win.
I don't know if y'all know, right? But I'm sure Zach knew on the sideline for the Cincinnati Bengals that it was 21-7 with 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Yo ball.
Oh, God.
Yo ball.
And the game ended up 35-34.
Wow.
So they basically scored 28 points in one quarter. We're not finna get this man the ball back with 50 seconds left and 2 timeouts to go get a field. We're not giving him. No. So I love the decision to go for it because this let me know that we are trying to win. But just like my man Shady said, the only reason you have an opportunity to go for 2 is because number 9 and number 1 look like Joe Montana and Jerry Rice. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. My man threw for 400 yards. My man had 264 yards and 3 tink-tinks. That is Joe Montana to Jerry Rice. They looked unstoppable. Man-to-man coverage, double coverage, triple coverage. It did not matter. Short routes, go routes, post routes. It did not matter. And on the last play of the game, you do not go to me. I'm just going to break it down to you right now. Jamar Chase is on a whole different level than James Jones ever was.
Talk about it.
And just so you know, I'm James Jones. He is on a whole different level than me. But one thing I do know is me and Aaron Rodgers have had it cooking. Not like this, but we have had it cooking before. And when the game is on the line, you hear the play call in the huddle, strong right 324 Denver, and he looks at me and he says, go make a play.
I love that.
Because we have been cooking. Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow, hey, man, whatever Zach Taylor called in there, whatever y'all called in Kansas City, loop-de-loop, hey, strong right, I know Andy Reid got some really good play calls. Hey, go make a play. You guys dominated the whole game. It was man-to-man. I would love to see him go to Chase no matter what the play call was and go try to win the game. And if you did not win the game going to Chase,
Here is what you will get in the facility. Chase Daniel played 14 years in the National Football League, so in time, he will momentarily break down exactly why Joe Burrow didn't necessarily go to Jamar Chase from Chase Daniel's eyes. But from my eyes, you had to go for 2. Let me put in context. The previous 4 drives that the Baltimore Ravens had, they ran 25 plays. They got 28 points, and they accumulated 238 yards. 25 plays, 238 yards, and 28 points. 4 drives, 4 touchdowns. If you give the ball back to the Ravens, they will score. And remember, family at home, players watch football too. What happened on Monday night? Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Kansas City Chiefs. They lost that game because they lost a coin toss. If you are Joe Burrow and Zach Taylor, you cannot leave the game up to heads. You don't have that luxury. Go for the win, go for the kill. Incredible decision-making right there. I love it. You weren't stopping the Ravens. The weakness of your team is your defense. The strength of your team is the offense. Your offense had the ball. Go for the jugular while you have them. Over 400 yards. Jamar Chase, 11 catches, over 270 yards, and they took a loss. As good as Joe Burrow was, though, you could suggest somebody on that field was better. Shady, it's my favorite question of the day. It's the next question of the day. Who was better, big dog, Burrow or Lamar Jackson?
Real quick, let's touch back. I know we got another question, but I want to say this. I played on teams with really, really great quarterbacks, right? What y'all all know. And I played with some really good wide receivers and offensive weapons. And Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid would call a play, right? Cool. That's what he wants. He's the best of all time. But I've watched Pat tell Kelsey, yo, I hear what Andy said, we doing this because we trying to win. And then once they play that call, once they make that play happen and we scored, Andy ain't tripping. He high-fiving. So I just understand why Joe Burrow didn't tell him, like, yo, we going to you.
Yeah. You want to see him change the play.
Yeah.
That's what the best do, though. That's what the best do. I've seen Josh Allen do all the time with Stephon Diggs. I've seen it.
Yeah. But you don't have to change it, is what I'm saying.
Just give him his own little.
The name of the game is to get the defense in man-to-man. That's what, as an offense, that's what you want. That's why you do all these bunch formations and motion. You're trying to get the defense in man-to-man. Surprise! We're letting you know we're in man-to-man.
And another thing is you let the defense off the hook. You don't think Steve was just nervous? I got Jamar Chase by myself. Oh, my God. And then they don't go to him. We're like, woo.
Yeah. Listen, here's what we know. We either would have drawn a defensive PI, which happened earlier, or Jamar Chase to score.
Is going to win. Yeah. If that is Hurts and A.J. Brown.
Yeah.
No question. It ain't even...
Whatever the play call is.
Yeah. If
that is Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams. Yep. Whatever the play call is.
Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce.
Whatever the play call is.
Do it, Kelce.
Yes.
Whatever it is. All I'm saying is... I'm not saying you even got to give a signal to change the play. He running the back line. I see man-to-man. I know he's going to win on the back line. I'm going there with the football. That's all I'm saying.
Y'all aren't going to hear this question anywhere else. Let me ask you this. It's a facility. It's a whole bunch of athletes.
I got to say, my bad. I should have did it. My bad.
39 years of NFL experience. This, to me, is the most important conversation of the day. Is there any fault, Chase, you can put on a 6-year, I believe, NFL veteran in Joe Burrow? He's been to the Super Bowl. He's played at the highest level. You have to understand the moment. Live by Jamar Chase, die by Jamar Chase. I remember my Hall of Fame head coach in college, Mac Brown, when talking about Vince Young at the end of the game versus USC. If y'all remember, he runs into the end zone and he ends up winning the game. People ask Mac Brown, hey, why did you make that play call? He said, ride with the horse that brung you. He said, I'm going to ride with the horse that brung you. No Vince Young got us here. Vince Young going to take us there. If we lose, it's going to be because of Vince. If we win, it's going to be because of Vince. But ride with the horse that brung you. Jamar Chase brung him. 274 yards, I believe, 3 tugs, 11 catches. He brung them thus far.
He had big shoulders
with them. Do you not?
So I think that what we're missing a little bit here in this conversation, and that's why I like bringing the quarterback perspective, is then these back inline throws in the red zone, okay? Usually it is your third or fourth progression. And if you're looking at it, if you're looking at the play call, he was lucky to get to his second progression before he had a face right in or a hand right in his face. So I don't think, to James's part, if you're going to go to Jamar Chase and you are going to play one-on-one with him, you are going to signal him a fade, a slant, a quick out. I don't think in this play call, you could actually get through your progression in time to hit Jamar Chase on the back end line.
I got one for you. So Super Bowl, right, 2020, Chiefs versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I was on that team. Bruce Arians, they call a play, right? We go for it. I think Antonio Brown catches the pass. It was against Tyrann Matthew. We get to the sideline, Bruce Arians, he's happy. He said, but yo, Tommy, he said, what the hell are you doing, right? Because AB was the fourth guy in progression. They were in man-to-man. Everything, I forget the route, but everything was going to the left, right?
Yeah.
Tommy signaled to AB, the fourth receiver, right? It was like a zig route. He came in, like everybody else was going in, and he zoomed back out. He's caught the touchdown pass. So what I'm saying is, I get the play call, but yo, we trying to win. We out there on the field. This ain't no calling and all that. And then when you're a certain quarterback, and Joe Burrow is not Tom Brady, but he is for the Bengals. He's their Tom Brady. So if we need to win and we need our best player on the field, who was Jamar Chase, forget the play call. Forget the progression. They playing man. I'm giving the ball to you because I want to win.
Look, if I'm Joe Burrow and I've never even remotely played close to Joe Burrow's level, I am absolutely changing the play call. In fact, I'm not even letting that play call get called. I'm vetoing that play call before we even go out into the field. Or at least I'm saying to Zach Taylor, hey, I am going to get to a man beater somewhere else. So that the play call is what it is, but if I'm Joe Burrow and I'm running out there, I hate the play call.
Yeah. Let me ask you this, because James, we've talked about the play call to death. The next question for me is this. Do y'all feel sorry? Do y'all feel sorry for the Bengals? How do you have a 4-touchdown, no-pick performance. Jamar Chase, 274 yards, I think 3 tugs, 11 catches, but they're 4-6. But keep in mind, viewers at home, they lost to the Eagles. They lost to the Ravens twice. They lost to the Chiefs. They lost to the Commanders. It's not like they're losing to lowly teams. Unfortunately for them, they're playing 4 of the 5 best teams in football they've probably suggested you could suggest they have played, and they're catching all these losses. Outside of their inexcusable Week 1 Patriots loss, all of their losses are to legitimate teams. Like, James, do you feel sorry for the Bengals, big dog?
No.
No.
No, man.
Thank you.
We're an NFL franchise.
We'd have fought you to say yeah.
No, we're an NFL franchise. We got big-time players on our football team. I don't feel sorry for them. Go win the game. They could have won this game. 2 of the biggest plays in this game to me was you up 21-7 with 4 minutes left, running back fumbles, all right? Combative play, fumbles. Lamar Jackson gets the ball, right? They go down there, they score a touchdown. The very next drive, coach says, Joe Burrow, it's 4th down. We in 4-down territory. We can kick a 53-yard field goal, but we're going to go for it on 4th down because we know the dude over there, he ain't playing no games.
Lights out.
All right, the last couple drives, he up and down the field. And Joe Burrow throws back-to-back go balls.
I didn't get that.
You know what I'm saying? On
Overthrows them, too.
On 3rd and 4th down. Give Lamar Jackson the ball back, really good field. He goes down there and ties again and scores. No, takes the lead and scores again. You know what I mean? So those were 2 possessions in that game to where I'm like, if you just make them plays, y'all probably win this football game. So I don't feel sorry for them. They lost the football game, and they had opportunities to win it. And then the very last play of the game, you don't even go to your best player. I'm telling you right now, man, it's different and we in the facilities. If me and Aaron had it cooking right now, he would hear the play and he'll be looking at me. Hey, look at this. Like, this is what we about to do. It's hard for me to understand that. I absolutely don't feel sorry for them. You got to make the plays to win the game. They didn't. Lamar did.
Yeah, I don't feel sorry for the Bengals, but what I will do, and this is completely keeping it, I do feel sorry for Joe Burrow. I do feel sorry for Jamar Chase, and I do feel sorry for Trey Hendrickson. All those guys, Joe Burrow's leading in almost every major passing category. Jamar Chase is leading in receiving and touchdowns. Trey Hendrickson's leading the NFL in sacks, and they aren't getting it done for them right now. But at the end of the day, you are what your record is. And so, unfortunately, you're not beating the good teams. The Patriots were the one outlier right there. We don't think they're a good team up here. But when you put a season like you have been putting together and you have the leading passer, the leading receiver, the leading sacker, you expect to win more than 4 games. And quite honestly, their record could easily be 6-4, but the Ravens were the one that found in both games a way to win in the 4th quarter, and that is why, in my opinion, the Ravens are a better team.
Man, the question is, do you feel bad for the Bengals or Joe Burrow? For what? It's the NFL. The elite of the elite. Beat the best. What I know about the Bengals are they really, really talented players. They can't beat the good teams. That's simple as that. I don't feel bad for the Bengals. No, go out there and win the game. You was up 21-7 the 3rd quarter and you lose that? Another thing is I don't like. The fumble kind of got the momentum started for the Ravens. But if you watch Lamar Jackson threw a hitch route, a 6-yard hitch route. I had to go back and count, make sure I wasn't tripping. Number 16, the punt return.
Out route, yeah.
Did you see the hustle, the effort?
To the crib.
How are you going to win a game when you throw a 6-yard route in the NFL? That's not high school. NFL, he goes 84 yards for a touchdown.
3 missed tackles.
I watched, not even missed tackles, though. The hustle. The safety, I guess, thought that they were going to tackle.
Push him out of bounds,
Where the hustle at? Hustle and effort don't take no type of talent. So when you ask, do I feel bad? No. Because when you look at why they lost, those reasons like that.
But here's why I asked this question, y'all. Here's why I asked this question. I look at a team like the Denver Broncos. They're sitting at 5-4 right now. Denver Broncos, they have wins over the Raiders, over the Saints, over the Panthers, over the Jets by 1 point. They got 5 wins. Then I look at the team like the Cincinnati Bengals. They only got 4 wins right now, y'all. 4 of them. But they got losses to a 7-2 Commanders team, to a 6-2 Eagles team, 2 losses to a 7-3, I think now Ravens team, to an undefeated Chiefs team. Like I hear you, Chase. You are what your record says you are. But are the Bengals the outlier? Viewers at home, you know sometimes in life, like dependent upon the surroundings and environment you're in, you might look worse than somebody else who looks better, but their road to success was way easier than yours. Right now, are the Bengals really a 4-6 football team? Like, that's what you want to tell me as it pertains to what they can do offensively? For context, I'll end it like this. Teams are 38-1 this year when they scored 33 points or more. 38-1. The Bengals are 2-3.
Yeah.
So you telling me, like, the Bengals are a legitimate 4-6 team?
That's why I feel sorry for Joe Burrow. His defense sucks. They suck. And they can't finish games. They're not winning when they're supposed to. They're making extreme, mishaps in big-time situations. Yeah. And they only had one fumble. They only had one turnover. But it was the most important play of the game because it completely changed the direction.
I could tell you I never played or had a great team that did terrible.
Yeah.
You talked about the Dream Team last year or yesterday.
Yesterday.
I don't know if you knew this or not. I was on that team, right? And I had a really, really great year.
Yeah.
I think I finished second in rushing, all-pro year, right? We had Mike Vick. He set all type of records that year. Deshaun Jackson up and down the field. But we still was losing.
Yeah.
We finished 4-12 or something like that.
Why were y'all losing?
Defense was bad, like Joe Burrow's Bengals, right? And we turned the ball over a lot because we just. But the offense was really good. So my thing is like, nobody feel bad for us.
No.
Because we went out there, we would compete, and we'd be a game like this, and we would lose by 3 points, 1 point, just that we didn't get it done.
And really quick, who they beat? Who's their wins?
Their wins are not good. I believe their wins
Browns.
I think the Carolina
Raiders.
The Panthers.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Well, we beat the Ravens that year. And they
Lord have mercy.
Y'all beat the
Right?
Ravens?
So I think we are watching the Cincinnati Bengals be exactly what their record says they are. Kansas City Chiefs game, how did they lose that game?
End of the
Fumble
game.
by Joe Burrow.
Back for.
You've seen them get smacked. As good as Joe Burrow is, you've seen the Eagles beat the brakes off them boys. Right? You understand what I'm saying?
Close to
right?
3/4.
Then you lose to a Patriots team who we all know is not good.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Your wins are over very bad
they beat
opponents.
the Panthers.
Right? The very first time they played the Ravens, how'd they lose that game?
Joe Burrow threw 5 tutties.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow fumbled.
Joe Burrow threw a pick late in the game, too.
Yeah, pick. No, it was a pick. It was a pick.
Don't forget that.
You understand?
was
So
a pick.
they've had opportunities with everything that we're saying for us not to feel sorry for them if they make the play.
Here's my only thought, and I'll end it like this. They haven't faced any team that's good. They faced great, and they faced terrible.
Yeah.
But they haven't faced good. Think about it. All their wins are over 2-7 teams. So all their wins are over terrible teams. Then all their losses outside of week 1, obviously week 1, all their losses are to great teams.
2 to Ravens, 1 to Chiefs.
2 to Ravens, 1 to Chiefs, 1 to Commanders, 1 to Eagles.
Change the schedule.
No. I'm just saying, like,
I get what you're saying.
It's like it's so hard to assess who the Bengals are because they haven't faced the 10s to the 20th team. What up, YouTube family? Welcome to the facility. Thanks for watching, and you better be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to get more highlights from the show and all of our exclusive content.